USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and Auto Camp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid.
If you just read the bio for Dr. Steve, host of Weird Medicine on Sirius XM 103 and made popular by two really comedy shows, Opie and Anthony and Ron and Fez, you would have thought that this guy was a bit of, a clown.
Why can't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to?
I've got diphtheria crushing my esophagus. I've got Ebola virus dripping from my nose. I've got the leprosy of the heart valves, exacerbating my incredible woes. I want to take my brain out and blast it with the wave, an ultrasonic, echographic, and a pulsating shave. I want a magic pill for all my ailments, the health equivalent of Citizen Kane. And if I don't get it now in the tablet, I think I'm doomed and I'll have to go insane. I want a requiem for my disease, so I'm paging Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve.
From the world-famous Cardiff Electric Network studios in beautiful downtown OJ City. Weird Medicine. First and still only uncensored medical show in the history of broadcast radio. It's now exclusively a podcast. I'm Dr. Steve with my little pal, Dr. Scott, the traditional Chinese medicine provider, gives me street cred. The wacko alternative medicine assholes. Hello, Dr. Scott.
Hey, Dr. Steve.
And we've got Lady Diagnosis back from sabbatical. Hello, Lady Diagnosis.
Hello, Dr. Steve.
This is a show for people who had never listened to a medical show on the radio or the internet. If you have a question that you're embarrassed to take to your regular medical provider, if you can't find an answer anywhere else, give us a call, 347-766-4323. That's 347
Pooh Head.
Follow us on Twitter at Weird Medicine or at DrScottWM or Lady Diagnosis. Visit our website at drsteve.com for podcasts, medical news, and stuff you can buy. Most importantly, we are not your medical providers. Take everything here with a grain of salt. Don't act on anything you hear on this show without talking it over with your healthcare provider. And don't forget stuff.drsteve.com. That's stuff.drsteve.com. You can get Wet Brain, the card game, and soon, very soon, DABBLEDICE. They're both party games.
Oh, my goodness.
Wet Brain is based on presidents and assholes, so, Dr. Scott will fit right in on that one. Oh, well, because he's a very presidential, Dr. Scott is. But anywho, so go to stuff.drsteve.com if you want to check out the Roadie Robotic Tuner. You can do that as well at stuff.drsteve.com. Dr. Scott's website is simplyherbals.net. There's all kinds of cool crap on there, of course. And are you still in business, though, right?
Yes, sir, we are.
And you'll tell it because I just gave you some tchotchkes.
Yes, thank you.
Including artwork done by Oscar Electric, who is in our chat room. And it was, he did the artwork of us playing.
Oh, yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, it was cool. So those are autographed, and if you order something from stupid Dr. Scott's website, simplyherbals.net, then he'll throw some of that crap in with it.
Yeah, thank you.
And I will, too, when people order Wet Brain, I usually autograph the. Like, who wants my autograph?
Wow.
But,
Oh, my God.
Ooh, here. All right.
Lord and Lady Douchebag.
That's for you and Dr. Scott. But anyway,
Love it.
we'll throw some little tchotchkes in
Yeah,
going forward.
No,
on
we
that,
appreciate
too.
it very much.
DABBLEDICE is going to be fun.
I can only imagine.
It is, it's a multi-person dice game.
Might have to have a little dry run here.
I don't know what you're getting for Christmas.
We can do that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hopefully autographed.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, exactly.
This is bad, but I could get 500 units for less than I could get 50 from a United States manufacturer. So I do understand. Now, is it child labor? I don't know. It doesn't sound like it when I talk to the people over there.
Just don't ask.
But I am a little concerned. I've been seeing people ordering things, and then they get a bill from the federal government for the tariff.
Yep.
Oh.
So I don't know how that'll work.
How do we know that's a real bill for real tariffs?
Right, I know.
No, I'm serious.
People are awful skeptical.
Yeah, so how do we know it's
Have you been seeing
literally-
that as well?
We haven't seen it yet, but all of the people that I buy stuff from, they're all giving us a heads up. It's like, hey, we're going to start charging more.
What's going to happen is they're going to cave, and then the tariffs will go away, and it's just a bargaining tactic. It'll be all right. And if we get those rebates, if what they're saying is true, I don't want to talk politics, but if what they're saying is true, and we've already brought in like $1 trillion, and they're going to use some of it to pay down the debt and some of it to give to us, I'm okay with that. And but what? So far, so good on the prices. So.
Talk is cheap.
Well, we'll see.
Talk is cheap.
Yeah. Well, so are
see
dice
the action.
games from China.
That's exactly right.
I mean, unbelievably cheap.
Oh, I know. It's
So
crazy,
yeah, I've got 500 units I got to give away, but I can sell them cheap. That's the thing. The card game cost me so much that I have to charge like $30 just to get my money back, and
of course.
I'll end up taking a loss on those if I don't sell them. But we've sold the first batch through, so I bought a second batch, but it's still I can't drop the price till I make like 2,000 of them.
Right.
And I'll never sell
no.
2,000 of those.
Yeah, then you'll be sitting on 1,999
right.
Stacks of cards.
But that was crazy to me that I priced dice. It's got 13 dice, and each one of them has got different faces on them. And I could get 500 sets with the box and the instructions all together for less than I could get 50 of them made here.
Bizarro.
So I know. I don't know. I felt kind of
weird,
kind of dirty. but anyway,
Dirty
but those are
boy.
coming. Those are coming. And but anyway, check out stuff.drsteve.com and simplyherbals.net. And if it gets bad enough, you can start giving out DABBLEDICE with every order. So we'll see. Patreon.com/weirdmedicine. These shows go there first. The complete YouTube show goes there immediately after we're done. And then I chop them up and I put up excerpts on our YouTube channel. But these things go away now. So anyway, check that out. And then if you want me to say fluid to your mama or anything else so stupid like that, cameo.com/weirdmedicine. So Jimmy Norton is coming to Asheville. Could you look that up? And we're all going. I think. There's several people, including some of our friends from South Carolina, will be coming up to go see Mr. James Norton. So it's coming soon. It's end of August, I think, like August 28th or 29th or something. So it's coming up. Anyway,
at the Orange.
Yeah, the Orange Peel.
Ooh,
And when is it? Does it say?
September 4.
Oh, September 4th.
19 days.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll be there
I
for
can do that.
Yeah, we'll go up and see little Jimmy.
We're going to get a van and
Yeah, you want to?
yes.
Stay down by the river.
Yeah, we can
stand
do that.
by.
Hey,
Anyway.
actually, there's a little brewery down there, right down below. orange peel. A new one that's really
a new one.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a new one, yeah.
Wicked Weed was there.
Yeah, it's down behind Wicked Weed on the side, towards the river.
All right, we'll check it out. Well, that'll be a fun thing.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Okay, I can't think of anything else. Let's see here.
This is Phil.
Oh.
I hope you, Dr. Scott, take.
Okay, hang on. Let's try this again.
Hi, Dr.
Oh, let's do this first.
Number one thing, don't take advice from some asshole on the radio.
Oh, and by the way, we have super tips now. Super tip is a system where you can send just a message to us and it'll finally get seen, because if you do it on super chat, a lot of times we don't see it until after the show, because Dr. Scott is, he's not plugged into all that YouTube shit.
That's a lot of plug-in.
But if you do it on the super tip system, it shows up on my dashboard over here. And then you can do a voice tip too. Now you can do Myrtle, but if you do Myrtle, the AI, it didn't work very well. So she just sounds like a kindly old Canadian lady. So we're just going to call her Cardiff's mom. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, listen, this is, that's what old Myrtle's supposed to sound like. And here's what she sounds like on the super tip system. Well, howdy do. You're looking like a sight for sore eyes, I'll tell you that. Just sounds like a kindly old
Canuck.
Canadian lady.
Yeah.
So let's see. Well, we have Michio Kaku and we have Stephen Hawking. So you can make them say whatever you want to. Here's Stephen Hawking doing puns for our friend, the one pun. Yeah. So stupid. But anyway, it's super tip.
Oh my.
.gg/drsteve if you want to try it. And you can ruin the show too. I have not turned off the thing.
So it just pops up.
Where it will just pop up.
Ooh.
It's extra money to do that. But and you're welcome to do it. If it really becomes obnoxious, I'll just have to turn it off. The podcast listeners may not be thrilled with it. But we will do all of the super tips at the end of the show. Okie doke.
Okie doke.
All right.
What comes to mind when you picture the perfect roommate? One who comes when you call, one who doesn't forget to lock the doors, maybe one who doesn't steal your milk just a little bit at a time, hoping that you won't notice. At Apartments.com, they understand that when it comes to roommates, a pet can be your best bet. They're easygoing, they eat what you serve them, and they never clog the toilet. And that's why Apartments.com has the most pet-friendly rental listings on the internet. And with instant alerts, you'll know the moment that your perfect pet-friendly place becomes available. Apartments.com has so many features like 3D virtual tours, the ability to save your favorite apartments, and with over 1 million places to rent, you are absolutely going to find the right place for you. Apartments.com knows that moving can be stressful, but by giving you options, filtered searches, and more, they can help take away some of that stress. When I need a new apartment, I will definitely need a pet-friendly choice. So if you guys need a place that's pet-friendly and human-tolerant, check out Apartments.com, the place to find your pet-friendly place. Thanks, Apartments.com, for sponsoring the podcast.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love, starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtual Coffee Machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your virtual pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
New season, new chaos in college football.
Let's go! Big stage, big opportunity.
This Labor Day weekend, the wildness lives on ABC, ESPN, and the all-new ESPN app.
What a way to start!
featuring top 10 teams like Clemson, Notre Dame, Alabama, and LSU, and Bill Belichick's debut at North Carolina.
It's so special when these teams collide.
Don't miss a lineup filled with electric matchups.
Welcome back to college football.
Kickoff week presented by Modelo. Labor Day weekend on ESPN and ABC. Also available to stream on the all-new ESPN app.
Introducing the perfect companion to your morning listening routine. AG1's clinically backed formula is now flavor-packed with 3 new delicious flavors: tropical, berry, and citrus. Start the day on a high note with probiotics that taste like the tropics. Mix it up with micronutrients that taste like berry or citrus. And take it all the way back with the classic, AG1 Original, with notes of pineapple and vanilla. Do your health a flavor, or 4, with AG1 Next Gen, the daily health drink. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
All right, good deal. All right, my friends, you want to do some phone calls?
This is Phil from Tampa. I hope you, Dr. Scott, Tate, I hope the whole crew is doing well. Lady Diagnosis, if she's there.
There you go.
And I'm calling because I had a question about exercise and diminishing returns. Essentially, are there diminishing returns in exercise?
Yeah, I'm going to already say yes, there are, because if there weren't, you could become the Incredible Hulk, for example. You know, so yes, there is it's called an asymptotic curve where you have rapid improvement, and then it slows, and then it becomes incremental. So these guys, will train and maybe beat the other person by 10 kilos or something like that. And that's probably a better example is running, where they'll get the elite athletes are looking at thousandths of a second, But anyway,
well, can I add to that?
Yes, of course. There's more to his question. But
is it? Yeah,
but go ahead.
I would say a little bit more common term would be hitting a wall in training, and a lot of times as athletes, you'll be going through pretty explosive trainings, and what we were trained to do and what to still do is once you hit that wall, you take a step back and you do some other form of training. So that's why this whole big thing about incorporating multiple different types of training.
Yeah,
really does. It helps to kind of push
it fools your body too,
right, and then you can kind of get past that wall that you're into.
Sure,
or whatever that big
2-cent
word is you used. What
what
was that 2-cent word you used?
What?
The training that. Oh, you said something I've never even heard that word before. But it's with the training when you reach a peak and you can't go past it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm not paying attention.
Apparently, I'm not either.
No, it's okay.
We used to when we were training bodybuilders too, is have that if they were using the machines was to switch to free weights,
sure. Yep.
Because you can pick them up in different configurations and just
muscles.
the free weight itself stabilizing that or using muscles that you don't use when you're using machines. And you can what the concept was fooling the muscles sort of, or using them in different ways to get more benefit out of it. But even then there's another form of hitting the wall which marathon runners have, and that's when they run out of glycogen, which is why marathon runners need to carb load. My friend's daughter, who's a NASCAR, she's on my Instagram. Her name is Lexi Arnold. She's going to be huge in the NASCAR circuit once she gets up there. She's working her way up to it. And seriously, they're going to go, Danica, who you met her at the wedding. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know I did.
The incredibly tall, dark-haired,
Was
woman
she in the wedding?
No.
Okay.
No, she was. But anyway, I'll show you a picture of her. You'll remember her because she was. She's a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10. I feel weird saying that. I'm just saying that just for people to know why when she gets out on NASCAR, even if she comes in the middle of the pack, they're all going to go, Danica who? Mm-hmm. So anyway, but I've known her since she was a little kid, so it's not appropriate for me to say she's a 12. I don't think of her that way, but I mean,
but you appreciate beauty.
Yeah, she is. She's gorgeous, and it's just fascinating to me that she wants to, race cars and go fast around the curve and just turn left all the time. But the reason I bring this up is she was carb loading yesterday, and I'm like, honey, you don't have to do that. You're not going to run out of glycogen driving a car. But that's a different wall where people run out of carbohydrates rapidly, metabolize carbohydrates for quick energy. And, so the marathon runner's got to store up a lot of that glycogen, so they do need to carb load. I think there's not good evidence for other people. But anyway, so let's let him finish his question, and then we'll talk a little bit more about diminishing returns.
I try to walk my neighborhood every morning, 5 days a week, usually about, just over 2 miles. But then that's pretty much it. And I sit at a desk, and I work from home. I try to get up and move around, but sometimes you just kind of get lost in the work. And
and then you buy a Peloton, and it's really good for hanging your clothes on.
Good. Anyway. So what I bought was one of those little under-the-desk ellipticals, and I've really enjoyed it. It's actually been a lot of fun. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I can feel that it's like, moving my legs, of course.
I'm going to say this right now. The under-the-desk elliptical's probably good for preventing deep venous thrombosis and very little else. Like that, If your heart rate isn't increasing and you're not feeling that lactic acid burn in your legs, it's not doing very much.
But, if the machine says, you can do it for a half hour, take a little break, do it for a half hour, take a little break. Does the body get to a point where it's like, no matter what you're doing throughout the day, you're not really helping yourself, as in burning calories? Or
okay. So let's talk about that. Yes, there are diminishing returns.
Yes,
but that doesn't mean to stop doing it. Right. You have to maintain it.
Right.
And that is a continuing benefit if you are maintaining it. So, yes, when you say diminishing returns, as far as how big can you make your muscles, how much can you bench press? You start off, you can do 80, and then you get up. But once you get past about 200, unless you're an elite athlete, you're not going to be benching that much more. Now, just walking around your neighborhood and doing this thing, if you want to advance, you have to advance the exercise. You either got to walk faster, or you got to wear those shoes that burn more calories, or you got to carry weights with you, or you start running, which I'm not a big fan of. But something, you have to increase the intensity, or you're right, you're just going to maintain what you got. Dr. Scott.
But I was going to add to that too. If you're sitting at your desk and you're just slowly pedaling throughout the day, you're still using energy.
Correct.
So you may not be building a whole lot more strength up, but you're burning energy and calories.
Yep.
So that's actually a benefit. So
you could probably calculate that too, based on how high your heart rate is going and all that stuff. But
even if you don't get your heart rate up, you're still moving those muscles in your legs.
Sure.
You're still getting some caloric.
How many calories do you burn on a treadmill? Let's say you do 30 minutes on a treadmill at 10 degrees. I know the answer to this.
I don't know. 100.
Yeah, 400.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. How much do you burn having intercourse? I just did this for Dave Landau's Normal World. 100
per 10 seconds.
Yeah, you burn 100.
Some of us have a heart rate than others, I think.
Doing this thing under the desk, you're not going to be burning many calories, but I mean
more than zero.
More than zero.
More than if you're sitting there. Yeah, and that's my thing. I'm not being difficult. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying you're being difficult.
But it's better than sitting there.
Yeah.
It's better than being static.
I agree with that.
Period. Yeah.
Agree with that.
Anything. Yeah. Do anything. For some.
I wish they had those on planes. There'd be fewer DVTs on planes.
It wouldn't be real hard to put in. They don't have to spin. You can just push pedals back and
pedals
forth.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But even Dr. Steve, you know as well as I do.
For international flights, they should have.
They should, but truck drivers, if there was some way they could pump their feet and not, wreck, and not have an issue with driving.
A lot of them
just to move something.
Yep.
Anything. Yeah.
Yeah, because that prolonged sitting is not good for you.
It's awful.
Yeah, it really isn't.
So I'm with him. But if he wants to continue to stay active, continue doing that, and I think the 30-minute thing they probably say to cover their asses.
Right.
Would be my guess. But if he truly wants to make some gains, I'm with you. You've got to increase intensity.
Right.
You've got to add weight. Put some weights on your knees.
Yeah.
Or put some
backpack.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying if he's sitting there pedaling, put ankle weights on your feet.
Oh yeah.
I mean something like that. Make it work harder. So.
Sure.
And that'll build up strength over time.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Anyway.
I think all of those are good ideas. Something that we probably should try.
Lady Diagnosis, you got anything to add to that? Because she's the exercise queen.
Well, moving's always better than not. So anything you can do, and then, like you said, just add to it.
Motion is lotion, is what
Faster,
the PM&R
harder,
doctors
yeah.
say.
Lotion for your body.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
How funny. Oh, how funny. Oh, my God.
All right. Let's see what else we
Good
got
question,
here.
though. Good question.
Excellent question. All right. Here we go. This will be interesting.
Hey, Dr. Steve, it's Mike in New York. I was reading up on chimeras a little bit, and this one singer and model, Taylor Mule, they say she's a chimera, and they say she has 2 sets of DNA, 2 immune systems, and 2 bloodstreams. How do you have 2 bloodstreams? You only got 1 heart. All your 2 different, your blood should all mix together in a heart. Or
Right.
What's the deal with that? Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Well, she's got 1 bloodstream. She might have 2 different blood types, maybe, but that is even weird. I don't know this Taylor Mule. It's M-U-H-L.
And what was the first part of that?
Oh, he's chimerism. Okay, so let's talk about chimera first. That's an organism whose cells originate from 2 different fertilized eggs. And I remember the first time I heard about this was on some murder mystery where the guy was a chimera and he had a twin brother.
Okay.
But there were 2 identical twins, but there was a 3rd twin, and that ovum merged with one of the twins. So he had different DNA than the identical twin. So when he committed the murder, he gave a DNA sample, and they said, "Oh gosh, you guys aren't identical," but it was he did it, but what he left behind was different DNA, which was the same as the identical twin, which implied to him until they find out this guy was a chimera.
Sounds like an X-File.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. I might have actually been on the X-Files. But the organism has 2 or more sets of DNA and making it a genetic mosaic. And they do occur naturally. They can also be created in the lab. So sometimes fetal cells will cross the placenta and enter the mother's bloodstream, remaining there for years. That's called fetal maternal microchimerism, where you can detect the kid's DNA in the mother's bloodstream sometimes. And then twin chimerism, if fraternal twins fuse or exchange cells during development, the surviving twin can have cells from their sibling. And so there's this thing called vanishing twin syndrome, where a twin is absorbed by the other twin during pregnancy, and the surviving twin can become a chimera, exhibiting traits from both individuals. Pretty interesting. Now, it says here, I'm looking at an article about this that does say that individuals can have 2 different blood types due to chimerism, often identified through routine blood typing. So let's see this Taylor Mule.
Taylor Mule?
M-U-H-L.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, so now she's having a problem from it. It compromises my immune system, making it lower than an average person, causing me many autoimmune health issues because her body is reacting to the twins' DNA and the cells as foreign matter. So,
So like it's an infection?
Kind of. It's almost like her body's acting like it's a tumor or something. And it's just constantly causing inflammation that's causing her all kinds of problems. And not all chimeras will have this problem, but apparently she does. So, she absorbed her. Now, she says here she has a physical trait that you can see on the outside, which is mostly not true. Let's see here. I was born with a physical trait that caused me to have 2 different colors of skin pigmentation that split down the center of my torso, front and back, but only on the left side of my body. The second color pigmentation is my twin sister's genetic makeup. It's always visible on my torso, but can become more or less prominent when my body temperature changes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at this picture of her.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wow, that's really something. You got to Google image that. I can't show it on the other side, but Wow.
Almost like a port wine kind of thing, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Wow. That's really interesting.
That's weird.
Split dead down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow, that's kind of wild.
It is wild. Anyway, so there you go.
There you go.
So,
was there a question in there?
No, he just was interested about it.
Yeah,
he said, "How do you have two bloodstreams?" That's not what's happening.
yeah,
she
yeah.
has two blood types.
Hmm.
All right, let's do this one. Thank you, Mike. By the way,
Good,
Mike. Yeah, Mike's good.
You know, we were sitting there, and the old bartender looked over at us and said, "Who's that coming across the desert sand?" Well, we all looked out the window, and lo and behold, it was old Dr. Wakuwan. He's coming at us kind of slow, aged with time.
Okay, thank you, David Haynes. He's a wonderful artist and a very odd phone message leaver. Okay, we have a question from Ray DeVito, and I'm going to do it on the next show because it's going to require some lengthy response. All right, let's see what this one is.
Hey, Dr. Steve. I'm a longtime follower of the old O&A show and a longtime follower of you and your fluids.
Give thyself
But,
a
question. My old man had hypothyroidism. He got put on Synthroid. They upped his dose. He lost his gut without having to do a thing. I get put on Synthroid. My numbers were similar to his, but borderline. They're saying the minimum dose is great, and I still have a gut. So what are my options to get rid of this gut without...
With no effort.
Right, with no
Good
effort.
luck.
Yeah, some people respond to Synthroid that way, and some doctors are more aggressive with the Synthroid too. You know, the thyroid does impact your body's metabolism speed. And when people have a really low thyroid, and then they start taking the thyroid replacement, it revs up their metabolism to the point where they start shedding pounds. Now, there are some doctors, some of my colleagues that are very conservative about this, and they only look at numbers. And I'm going to tell you, assholes out there, of my what?
No, they're crazy when they do that.
Yeah, okay, thank
I'm
you.
with you.
I thought
I'm
you
with
were
you.
saying I was crazy.
No, hell no.
No,
I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay, so my colleagues, I'm speaking to my colleagues, assholes, stop looking at people like numbers on a piece of paper. We've talked on this show multiple times about the fact that low testosterone is not a number on a piece of paper. Low normal testosterone is probably something you should be treating, particularly if the patient is symptomatic. You can't take someone with classic symptoms of hypogonadism and their low in your lab is 400 and their testosterone's 405 and go, well, it's normal. It ain't that. You're being stupid. You're not remembering that 95% of people with hypogonadism are undiagnosed. So when they develop the normal, they're including a bunch of people that have low testosterone. So it skews the normal, south. So don't be an asshole. Same thing with thyroid. I wish Tacey were here right now because this is her pet peeve. She had a doctor that was like, nope, your numbers are normal. And she was like, but I feel like shit. Well, it must be something else. It's like, no, it's the Hashimoto's. So don't be one of those. Stop
Don't be an
looking
ass.
at numbers on a piece of paper and defining patients from that. You've got to look at the whole patient, talk to the whole patient, and find out, if maybe it would be appropriate, even if their numbers are quote unquote nominally normal. Okay? All right. Okay, my rant is over for the day.
Good
now
rant.
I'm mad.
Good rant.
Me too. Damn it.
Get him, Steve. Get him.
Stupid doctors.
Sick 'em.
Yeah. Well, some of my colleagues are they're not thinking. Oh, Amanda Davidson. Hello, Amanda. I hope you're doing well. Says she had a cycling friend with a genetic condition of lactic acid buildup. That stuff can be bad. Yes, if they can't metabolize it and turn it back into its components, then that's a problem. All right. Yeah, maybe we could talk about that. All right. Oh, McRibs has a vitreous hemorrhage. We're going to talk about that on the next show. So stand by for that. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Dr. Scott. Thanks, Lady Diagnosis. Thanks to everyone who's made this show happen over the years. And thanks to our listeners whose voicemail and topic ideas make this job very easy. Go to our website at drsteve.com for schedules, podcasts, and other crap. Until next time, check your stupid nuts for lumps. Quit smoking, get off your asses, get some exercise. We'll see you in 1 week for the next edition of Weird Medicine. Thanks, everybody. Oh, by the way, join us at youtube.com/@weirdmedicine for the live recording. I don't want to call it a live stream. It's not really that. We just record us doing the podcast. And you're welcome to join us and hang out in the waiting room with the Fluid family. All right. Thanks, everybody.